What is up guys, Farhan here, and today I'll be doing a review of my bike, Hidayah, Honda CBF150. With my channel becoming a motorcycle centric channel, I decided to do more bike reviews. And if you riders would like to review, talk about your bike on your channel, do hit me up on Instagram or maybe private message me below, and maybe we can discuss on the timing of when to meet and record a vlog together. So my bike has a name, is Hidayah, as you guys know, meaning guidance in Arabic. It's a very common Malay name and I refer to it as a she lah, so meaning he's basically an extension of myself lah. Hidayah is a Honda CBF150 ST Fighthawk. Although the name Fighthawk is less commonly used, it's a model made in China and it was first released to the Singaporean market back in 2006 lah. So it's a very popular bike in rural China, and it also has a huge following in Turkey, where riders from all over the country form dedicated motorcycle groups for the Honda CBF150 lah. So the Honda CBF150 shares the same platform as the Honda CBF150 Unicorn, although it's the same name, it's a totally different bike. In India, CBF150F and the CBF125F. None of these models are available for the Singaporean market, by the way. And here in Singapore, the Honda CBF150 is a very popular bike amongst older riders, especially our dispatch riders and riders who want a simple, no-frills bike for transport basically. And when I first got Hidayah, some of my friends actually made fun of me for getting an apek bike. And yeah, it did have that reputation for being an uncle bike. The Honda CBF150 actually went out of production sometime in 2018, and here in Singapore, the CBF190 Fighthawk is marketed as its successor. However, its true spiritual successor is actually the Honda CBF150 ST, as it shares numerous components. It is also known as the Honda RR150 in India. This model, however, is not sold in Singapore lah. Now, Hidayah, as you guys can see, is the second generation of the CBF150 with different body markings, a tachometer, and also different catalytic converter. The initial release didn't have this. Engine is a single-cylinder 4-stroke with a displacement of 149cc, and the carburetor fuel system, at the time of its release, is one of the few models in Singapore to use a carburetor fuel system. Most bikes today use fuel injection. Now for Hidayah, a bit of history. I got her on September 2013. I'm the first owner. I've never ridden any other bike before that. The following month after I bought her, I had my first fall in Johor Bahru, which resulted me in putting that silver crash bar to protect myself and the bike. I got this crash bar at Seng Kuang and Ang Mo Kio. They also do crash bar for BBDC and SSDC training bikes. The crash bar is very solid, made of aluminium, double tubing. It has saved me and my bike from further damage when I fell and self-skidded. I have no issues with the engine so far, other than at one time when my clutch gave problems in April 2019 and I rode it to Thailand on the way to Mae Sariang, as you guys can see in the vlogs. The month before, I actually sent her for overhaul of the engine, and that's the first and only time I sent her for an overhaul so far. I change my engine oil once every 2 to 3 months and spark plugs every 6 months. My servicing is done with either Abun or some shops along Lorong Bapok in Johor Bahru. Hidayah has been very reliable, rarely giving me any problems. There are rare occasions during heavy rains I experienced a power loss, but I quickly managed to restart it while riding. And at one time I had to tow it back to Abun because water actually entered the spark plugs. Another issue is that the light bulb in the gauge cluster blew out quickly within like 6 months after changing new ones. And also as Hidayah aged, the engine actually eats up engine oil, and engine oil actually leaked one time. This was caused due to the worn rubber seal on the cylinder block lah. I was told that this is a common problem for the Honda CBF150. Fuel consumption is pretty good for a carburetor system. It doesn't guzzle up too much fuel. I usually pump at my fuel in Johor every week. I'm a cheapo. And I think the full tank for me can last about 300 kilometers. When I first bought her brand new, it can last me about 350 on a full tank. I actually calculated. My riding style is that I don't really rev the bike too much. I ride around 70 to 90 kilometers per hour. Hidayah couldn't really go very fast, and acceleration is average. So this bike, this model is definitely not for those who want to go fast or rampage lah. And this bike is not sold in Malaysia, which is somewhat of a good thing because people wouldn't bother about it. So the risk of it being stolen is quite low. However, with that, parts for the bike are not available in Malaysia and Thailand, so it's almost impossible to repair it lah in Malaysia and Thailand basically. Even the tyre size for the bike is different for most of the bikes in Malaysia and Thailand, and only a few specialized shops carry Hidayah's tyre size lah. Aftermarket parts are not really available for this bike in Singapore, and most of the shops here they sell only OEM parts. You can, however, get aftermarket parts from Taobao and AliExpress, as this bike is made in China, but the website is all in Chinese. So definitely you need to get a friend who understands Chinese to buy it for you lah. As for me, I never really mod Hidayah other than changing the license plates from the black colour to the white and yellow ones, the British style. Also the motorcycle box, which I'm currently using right now, is the Cool Case 45 litre. Hidayah has been with me through thick and thin. I've been in a few skids, accidents, people hit me from behind, and I've also hit a rear of a BMW and it took a huge chunk of my insurance. And also a head-on collision with a Thai registered truck in Laos. As you guys know from my vlogs in Thailand, she's my daily driver, she's my tourer, my stress relief, as I do love to go on long rides with her when I'm stressed out. We've been to Thailand, Laos, as you guys know from the vlogs, and across the Johor Straits at least 2 to 3 times a month. So we definitely have a lot of memories together, and I still have 3 years left with her for my COE. So I'm really not too sure if I want to renew the COE or get a new bike, but I'm definitely attached to Hidayah now lah, and it's difficult to part ways with her lah. I'll definitely recommend if you want to get it as your first bike, as it is easy to ride. Maintenance is also very low, very cheap, and you don't really need much maintenance on it other than regular engine oil and spark plug, and also maintenance of the drive chain. And its fuel consumption is also very good, and since the Honda CBF150 ST is our production, it's highly recommended for those Class 2E riders who would like to progress on to Class 2A bikes upon their probation period. And there's definitely a lot of Honda CBF150s on the second-hand market today lah. So once again, for all you riders, if you love to talk about your bike, you want to do bike review with me on my vlog, on my channel, do hit me up on my Instagram, and maybe we can discuss the timing, and yeah, we can do a vlog together. So hope you guys like the review. So definitely more bike reviews to come on my channel, and yeah, we will see you in the next one. Take care, ride safe.